Welcome all. I would like to tell you something about target group clustering and the applications of energy effective renovation on privately owned dwellings in the Eindhoven region. And I worked on a program for energy effective renovation called Block for Block, and in Eindhoven this became neighborhood by neighborhood. Stimulate private owners of dwellings to bring down their energy usage of their dwelling, and by so doing bringing down the CO2 output region. To do this, in this program we would like to activate two different parties: the private dwelling owners and local construction firms. Looking at which factors a private owned dwelling consists of, we have hardware factors and software factors. Those factors we would like to bring down together to come up with the actual location of the dwelling and to really target on neighborhoods. To come up with a target group division of the neighborhoods, we used the factors for hardware and software. Hardware related factors are attributable to the dwellings itself. So this means the saving potential of a dwelling, the construction period and the typology, the year of construction, and more related to software, we used data of the municipality of Eindhoven. For example, the number of children that are living in a household, the household size itself, the age of the oldest occupant of the dwelling, most of the time the house owner, and software and hardware related factors together, like gas usage a year and the electricity usage of the dwelling in a year. When we're looking at Eindhoven, we are talking about 96,000 dwellings in total. Of those dwellings, 56,000 dwellings are privately owned. Of those 56,000 privately owned dwellings, about 45,000 are built before 1992. That was the year a major step was set in insulation of dwellings, and therefore we can assume that the older a house is, and especially before 1992, the dwelling will have more saving potential. Even more important, 30,000 of those dwellings are built before 1975. Of those 30,000 dwellings, we can assume that those dwellings have a tremendous saving potential. For the targeting on neighborhoods, in Eindhoven we would select 20,000 privately owned dwellings as a target group, divided over all the different neighborhoods in Eindhoven. And in the end we would like to have at least 2,000 privately owned dwellings as a participator. At first we started with a database filled with information about all those 56,000 privately owned dwellings, and filled with all the household sizes and the typologies and the construction periods, and all those together we found out that it was not possible to conduct a thorough analysis on those houses, because we had to enrich the data, check the data. In the research we made use of two neighborhoods located in one district, which consists of about 2,100 dwellings of quite a different typology, building period, and different social classes involved. We used principal component analysis to explain the variance in the data of all the different factors over the different dwellings located in the area. 45% of the variance in the data can be led back to the dwelling saving potential. Moreover, 20% of the variance left in the data is attributable to the household characteristics. 13% of the variance can be explained by a term like wealth comes with age, in which we say that the older people get, the more wealthier they will be because they have worked. We were able to cluster into 6 clusters which were divided at one side in high, medium and low saving potential, and on the other side from large or small households. And really important to know is that with this cluster analysis we were able to come up with not only a division in high, medium or low saving potential, but also knowing whether it is a large or a small household. And this is something you could really use to select spatial continuous neighborhoods, streets for example, who are eligible to make use of the energy effective renovation program. On the screen you see a layout of those neighborhoods in Eindhoven representing 6 different clusters leading from high saving potential via medium saving potential to low saving potential in red, and divided in darker and lighter colors for large and small. With such a cluster division represented on a map, you will be able to approach the right people who are living in a house, in a dwelling with a high saving potential, and for example have a small household of which you know that most likely they are older and more willing to cooperate in a program for energy effective renovation. Wrapping up, looking at the 2 clusters with a high saving potential, we have more than 200 gigajoules a year of possible savings in the built environment, looking at privately owned dwellings, by just having about 600 out of those 2,000 dwellings in these 2 neighborhoods. Those are spatially contiguously located in those neighborhoods. What you can do with this and building this up and making those analysis for the whole city of Eindhoven, you can come up with those 20,000 dwellings we would like to have in the marketing campaign, and then just approach those people and make sure that about 10% of those people are in the end willing to participate street by street. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.